Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are back to the Premier League predictions. Obviously we've been covering the whole of the World Cup, and we will be back now to the Premier League as we were doing throughout the whole first half of the season. We're back today with our Game Week 17 predictions. Obviously it's been a little while with the World Cup on, but to refresh your memory, we are not doing well in the Premier League predictions. Obviously, we did a decent job in the World Cup predictions and we had a pretty good run. But in the Premier League, it's not going very well. We're currently second from bottom with only 91 points. But there is a long way to go. Yes, we've got some catching up to do. But I believe that if we can start off well, string a few good results together, we can make up the ground. There was a point where we were like joint top and then we just completely fell off. So it's not been going well for the last few weeks. Obviously didn't do particularly well in the previous fixture before the World Cup break. But we're back today hoping to make up some ground. So let's have a look at what we predicted for the first week back after the World Cup. Okay then guys, here are our predictions. Obviously it's really tough to know how teams are going to do after the World Cup. Obviously a lot of the bigger teams will have had more star players away, whereas the smaller teams, most of their players will have been in the group for the whole time during the World Cup. So they will have been prepping for their games the whole time that the tournament's been on. So just going to run through, well, we'll run through all the games, but we'll go through a few in a bit more detail. We've gone for Brentford 1, Tottenham 1, and Crystal Palace 2, Fulham 1 on Monday, along with Everton 1, Wolves 1. Then gone for Leicester against Newcastle, a tough one because Leicester were playing well before the break, but I do think Newcastle will have too much for them, so I've gone for a 2-0 win. I've gone for a 0-0 in there because I just feel like there's going to be a 0-0 somewhere. So we've gone for Southampton Brighton as 0-0. Aston Villa 0, Liverpool 2 was a tough one to predict because obviously it's Emery in charge of Villa now, and it'll be tough ground for Liverpool to go to and pick up the win. But we've gone for a 2-0 victory there. Same scoreline for Arsenal against West Ham, London derby on Boxing Day. I have gone for Arsenal to carry on their winning start to the season with a 2-0 victory. Then for our Joker game 8, I've gone for Chelsea to beat Bournemouth by 2-0 as well. We could really do with a 6-pointer to start off with. That would make a huge difference. So really hoping Chelsea get the win in that one. I'm not really sure I'm looking forward to watching Chelsea play again, considering how bad they've been. But for some reason, we've gone for them as our joker. We've then got the two Manchester clubs finally. I've gone for United to beat Forest by 2-1, and then Leeds 0, Manchester City 3 on Wednesday. Was tempted to go for this for my joker, but City were a little bit shaky against Brentford. Obviously, Haaland wasn't at the World Cup, so he could be ready to absolutely fire them in. Honestly, it's so tough to know what is going to happen, as there has been such a long break. It's unprecedented. No one really knows what's going to happen. So I guess we'll just have to sort of play it by ear, see what sort of results we get over the next couple of match days. But a lot of these players won't have had any rest for weeks. Some of them will have been playing the whole way through. Obviously, it's the Christmas period, so it's busy anyway. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. As I say, we've got a lot of ground to make up in the Predictions League, so I'm hoping for some correct results. But I guess we will find out in the next video, where hopefully we might have a bit of an update on how we've been doing. But I hope to catch you for that very soon, guys, and peace.